This is one that I'm pretty excited about. Pretty excited. And him and Kyle Teal. Um, this next gentleman is going to be Nick Schwartz. Nick Schwartz is with the rookie affiliate with the Oakland A's, soon to be the Las Vegas A's. I don't know how that's working.
Yeah,
Do you have any insight on that?
yeah, they're moving.
Yeah. Okay. So Nick Schwartz, 5'11", pounds. He's 22 years old. He was born in Bethpage, New York. He went to college in Southern New Hampshire, signed as a free agent. He's only got 23 at bats. So let's pump the brakes. But what's very, very interesting about this, 23 at bats, right, guys? 17 of them came at the rookie level. He batted 588 with a 667 on base percentage, one home run. They instantly sent him to AAA, and he got six at bats at AAA. And he batted 167 with a 286 on base percentage. Like I want to beat this home as hard as I can. I like Nick Schwartz because I seen the small sample size, but the eye popping numbers. But then seeing the the at bats at the rookie level, and then all of a sudden he's in AAA. Like something's going on. We don't know what it is, but it's got to be awesome.
The minor league systems, the minor league system in general this year is so different than it was in 2022. And we've seen so many players getting pushed super aggressively like we've never seen before. And they're incentivized to push these guys a little sooner. That's the best I can gather. Nick Schwartz, I think, kind of looks like a potential gem picked
Uh,
out by the A's. And I think the A's have been doing some sneaky good deals. I don't know. It does seem like they're doing some interesting stuff to me, and it's kind of getting overlooked by a lot of a lot of people
I think it
because their
started.
team is
I think it
so,
started last year.
yeah. Well, their team is in such rough shape that people are
Yeah,
kind of overlooking them at this point. But I do feel like they've got some interesting little signings like this one. I mean, he was a masher at Southern New Hampshire, and he was mashing in the minor leagues. Granted, mostly it was at the rookie level, and he's 22. Is he still 22? He's still 22.
yeah. You won't turn 23 till March 7th.
So, I mean, it's notable, and they saw something here to sign him, and I think this guy is probably appropriate to be as a top 10 guy. But the huge caveat here is we're basing all of this on just 29 plate appearances. So the the error bars are like extremely wide on both sides, for what this guy could be. We just don't know yet. Not until we see some more. But I'm intrigued.
I am too. I am too. Uh, the thing, the thing that we're doing tonight, um, is completely based off stats, and that's what Scout the Stat Line is all about, anyways. It's all about the stats. Nothing else matters besides the stats. Once again, that's what fantasy baseball is. It's all about the stats. We don't care that you can frame a pitch. We don't care that you can run to first base in 4.2 seconds, whatever it is. We don't care.
Well, we
Can
do
you
to
steal?
some extent. I mean, in as far as it impacts playing time and
Yeah,
things like that, there are
that's what
factors.
I was getting there. I was getting there. Obviously, you need to have these things, otherwise, you're not going to play. But there's something to be said from jumping from rookie ball to AAA. There's
Yep.
something to be said there. That's a big, huge jump.
And another thing that's interesting is how that impacts his ranking and his projections at Scout the Stat Line. One of the changes that we made with the modeling was we weaved in uh, to enhance age level factoring probability of making the major leagues, which is what level and what age did they achieve getting at a certain level of the minor leagues, because that makes them X% more probable of being a successful major leaguer. Well, that impacts a guy like Nick Schwartz pretty dramatically, because it's a different story if we're just looking at his stats at rookie level, right? But he gets bumped up to AAA, and granted, his performance there wasn't out of this world by any means, but that probability all of a sudden increases by, exponentially, that he's going to be in the major leagues. So that does impact his ranking on here, and without that, we might not be looking at a top 10 catcher on this system. But because of that new adjustment, he's here. And he's only got 29 plate appearances. The old system, we wouldn't even look at him unless they had 200. So, there are a couple things that are different that allows Nick Schwartz to sneak in there.
Does he have a comp, Ross?
He does. He gets a pretty good comp to Adrian Gonzalez.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Padres fans unite.
Yeah.
Hey, to me, and I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. To me, I'm going to say go get him. I'm going to say go get him because that's not going to cost you anything. But I think you need to go get him before we see something crazy happen.
I'm going to give a half-hearted endorsement to him.
Yeah.
Like
I don't blame you.
I'd probably be wanting to get a little more of a sample built in there before I get too excited. Because again, I don't really know what we're dealing with yet. But he did come out of the gate super hot. The track record in college looks good at a small school. I do think the A's have been doing interesting things. So like the fact that he's with them is to me a positive, because that means they saw something in him. So yeah, I'm gonna give like a half-hearted. Yeah, I'd wait a little bit before I get too excited, but
it's not going to cost you anything.
I'm not opposed to going after him either.
It should cost you $0 to get this guy.
If somebody owns him, you're going to have to give up something, right? They're just not going to give him up for free.
If you drop him, I'll give you can pick up my free agent that I'm going to drop.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Nick Schwartz.
Yeah, Nick Schwartz. I'm very intrigued to watch that next season.